Alright, fellow ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I am back. Except, this, nah, too boring. I think we need to liven up a bit.
Hello everyone, is this Russ back here finally? I don't even know how many times I've stopped making YouTube videos for a long time and then showed up again out of nowhere, but this time, unless I get struck by lightning, then hopefully I'm here to stay, just not in the way that I usually would. This video is going to be a bit of a recap of everything I've done on YouTube up until now, even though if you look at my channel there's nothing there because I took all my videos down. But this is just going to be kind of an explanation as to why I don't really make any YouTube videos, but more importantly where I'm going with YouTube now, because this is the first time I honestly do feel like I have what I want to do with YouTube right in front of me. I know what I need to do. It's no longer me pressuring myself to try and make videos, it's me making something I want to make and having the skills and the tools to do so. But yeah, so I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm hoping it's actually quite long because I have a lot to talk about. Knowing my luck, I'll probably end up cutting all the bullshit and I'll end up being 5 minutes. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, yeah, so back in 2014, that's when I started my YouTube channel. And you know, I grew up in those sort of it was like the golden age, no, not the golden age of YouTube, but you know what I mean. It's like, you know, 2013 you had ones like PewDiePie, you had Markiplier, you know the ones I'm talking about, the ones that make gameplay videos. And you know, I was like a young teenager at the time, I was watching those videos and I wanted to do that. I wanted to make gameplay videos like that. I wanted to you know, record myself on webcam, mic, playing games, and my god, I did try to do it. I tried.
No.
Yeah, so it all got off the ground for me in 2014 when I got my Wii U.
I gotta actually be honest, I actually really like this controller. It's comfortable, it's, well, I don't know what else it is, it's comfortable.
Which had a feature built into it that you could, after you play like a Mario Kart, I'm sure anyone that has a Wii U knows this, but whenever you play like a racetrack in Mario Kart, after you're done with it, you can edit a highlight reel and upload it to YouTube. When I started doing that, it was just, you know, me just constantly uploading highlight reels, nothing too special. But then somewhere late August, I want to say, 2014, I uploaded my first ever YouTube video.
That's really it.
And I cocked up the editing at the very start and ended up cutting all of the video apart from the part that I wanted to cut out, and that was, you know, that wasn't good. But that was when I really started to, you know, make YouTube videos. For the Christmas before that, I had got my tablet, and I think it was a Galaxy Tab 3 it was, and I remember from like that August period until couldn't have been August. It was more, yeah, it was August from about then to December 2014. It was just all my videos were recorded, edited and uploaded completely using my tablet. Sadly, a lot of those videos are lost to the past. None of them are very good, but like, I just want to keep them for, you know, sentimental reasons. But some of them did make it through. Some of them are still here.
The GameCube was broken. What? What's up, guys? You bit potato here. I don't know. I'm just not a Call of Duty fan.
Oh no, you're actually ripping the piss.
That was a real fun time because although I didn't have the tools to do what I wanted to do, I had the drive, and although I suppose if I watched those videos back, I was kind of just probably imitating like bigger YouTubers. I was having fun. I mean, the only people that actually watched me at the time were like people in my class at school and stuff, but there were like one or two that were like strangers, but I had fun doing it. But then everything kind of changed in Christmas 2014 because that's when I got my gaming PC. I was so excited for that. I wanted, games to play and stuff like that, but primarily the reason I was so excited for that computer is I would be able to up my game and what I was doing at YouTube. When I got that, my mind was going crazy with different ideas, different games I could play, and none of it came to fruition that well, because I tried, I edited things here and there, but nothing really stuck. For starters, I didn't have a clue how to video edit, and also I didn't have any proper video editing software. The first software I got on my PC actually was Pinnacle 18. If anyone knows what Pinnacle is, maybe I just was a naive teenager, but I hated it. I didn't know how it worked. It's not like Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve where I didn't know how it worked, but I learned. Pinnacle, I couldn't wrap my. To me it was really unstable. Maybe I'm just an idiot, but yeah, I tried to edit a lot of videos in Pinnacle. I remember some of them off the top of my head. Most of the time I didn't even bother editing. Most of the time I just record it and upload it, so that you would get really long, unedited crap. I still have some of them here. I'll probably put those clips in if I can find it.
Oh no! Bye! Install.
Jeremy Kine.
I don't think I ever kept up YouTube videos for more than a couple of months at a time. I would quit and then come back. Just because the thing about YouTube is, I know you're meant to be patient, but at the time I just wasn't patient, and I wasn't seeing any growth. I was just hovering around like the same 50 subscriber marks, which is nothing wrong with that. That's an achievement in itself, getting 50 people to subscribe. But at the time I was just like, if I'm not seeing any growth, then I'll just quit. I really enjoyed making those videos, and the years after 2015, 2016, I started to get a lot more of my friends involved. Made co-op game playthrough. Well, not really. Well, yeah, I did a couple, but it was more like montages and stuff like that with us. And that was when I started making videos with my good friend Michael, who you'll know from probably the return video that's on my channel, and the hero. But he was making YouTube videos at the time as well, and we were friends, we partnered up and stuff. Although I had fun making those videos, I never really it was almost as if I was playing a character instead of just making videos as myself, because I wasn't doing it organically, if you know what I mean. I had an idea in my head of what I wanted to do for YouTube. I wanted to make gameplay videos and stuff, so instead of finding a way to do it myself, I would just kind of, put myself in that space, like, oh, I'm already, a YouTuber that makes gameplay videos, and just go at it, and it never worked. It's a really hard thing to describe. I couldn't, I didn't feel like I was making gameplay videos as myself. I felt like I was, faking it mostly. And I think that's why I couldn't really hold my attention on YouTube for more than a couple of months at a time, because I just didn't have fun. I had fun recording the videos, but at the same time there was something telling me that, this isn't really you. You should try and do this properly, your own way. You should try and do it organically, but I just never could. I remember when Battlefield 1, It's Better came out, I recorded a couple of parts of that, and it was fun. And then after about, I would say 2016, mid 2016, I kind of just gave up. Now that was probably because high school was coming to an end. I just didn't really have it. It was kind of high school that I started making YouTube videos in, and when it was coming to an end, I just kind of gave up. But yeah, I stopped, and then of course I went off to college, and about February 2018 time, I wanted to make a comeback to YouTube. I wanted to make a big return video, but I just didn't know what to do. And then I remembered one thing that I was known for amongst my peers the most was back when I was in early high school making YouTube videos. I had this leprechaun hat, which I got at a rugby match a year beforehand, and I would just wear it because I was just being stupid and I thought it was funny for the video. But I kind of had this idea that, that, on top of the fact, you know, there was me and my friend Michael making videos, I kind of had this like stupid idea to make like a short film about how, you know, just me making a character out of that hat, and you know, meeting up with my friend Michael and, you know, having fun that way, making a video about it. So I did, and it was honestly probably the most fun video I've ever made. I enjoyed it so much because obviously I was starting to, I was studying filmmaking at college. I had access to a lot more equipment. You know, I really had this spark to go out and make something. And of course, you know, the returns just stupid shit like me running about in a field, but like it was fun to make. And then I started making videos after that. I planned to make a video like every week. I even planned to make videos every single day apart from Sunday. I would plan Monday to Friday I would have a playthrough part of a game, and then Saturday I'd have like an actual video that I put time into, and that lasted a week. You know, that's just that was way too much work to also balance out with college and a social life and stuff like that. So I stopped the gameplay stuff and I thought, okay, I'll just do one video per week, and in the background be working on like a return style video like with those characters, and that was also just too much. I just didn't really, I was forcing myself to make a video per week, and half the time they were just shit. But that's what got me to stop. I stopped about March, I would say. I only lasted about a month, and then I just disappeared again. And then a few of my subscribers might remember, like literally a month ago, I uploaded a video titled The Resident Evil Dilemma. Now that was my planned return to YouTube again, because I thought I had it planned out what I wanted to do. I had a list of topics for videos, not that I just forced myself to make, but that I wanted to make. It was something I was passionate about talking about, and that type of video that I put out about Resident Evil, discussing why I felt that the Resident Evil 7 was a nice, you know, callback to the originals, and how fixed camera angles were better than third person. That was like, that sort of talk piece was something, that's the type of videos I wanted to make for a while, I thought. I had ones planned out. There was one about the Resident Evil, which I did. There was one about the Breath of the Wild sequel. There was one about Unbreakable, Split and Glass, that trilogy of movies. You know, stuff that I wanted to talk about. But then again, it was just, I just didn't have the drive. I thought I wanted to do it, and then I didn't. So I stopped. I took that video down. And then that brings us up to where we are now. I uploaded a couple of days ago. I'm sure anyone that subscribed has seen the Hero, which was a project that I made for college, but I kind of had in my head that if I film this a certain way, I could use this as a college project, but then add some shots into it and use it as not a sequel to The Return, but like a Return 1.5, because I had planned for a while to make a Return 2. In fact, I did actually start filming one back in February 2018 when I did make the first one, and it just fell flat on its face. I didn't do anything with it. But for quite a while now, I've been planning a massive sequel to that, and I'm, you know, currently planning at the minute. But that brings us on to the second part of the video, which is, you know, I've discussed, you know, where I've came from on YouTube and the journey up to where I am now. But now it's on to what I want to do, because the thing about YouTube was I really wanted to make gameplay videos, and I really wanted to just, you know, record myself playing a game, upload it, and that was fun, especially in high school. But you get to a point where you think to yourself, that's not doing anything. Whereas now I feel like I've truly, you know, I feel like I have the real idea of what I want to do with my channel, because practically since high school I've been studying film, and film's always been something that's interested me. But now that I'm older and I have the tools and the knowledge to try and make more films, I feel like I can use my YouTube channel as a way to sort of put out everything that I've done, and at the same time, as well as showing like all the film work I've done, I can still use it as a platform to just have fun and make stuff like The Return. But yeah, ever since I was a kid, I was interested in filmmaking. I was making my first films back when I was 10, 11. I don't even know, maybe younger than that actually. and that was just me just recording on like a slide phone I had at the time. It was nothing special, but you know, it was a medium that I was heavily invested in exploring as I got older. And then I kind of took a break from it because I, during my early teens, I wanted to make gameplay videos on YouTube and stuff. Didn't really bother with film. Watched plenty of them obviously, but I didn't actually work on anything. And then in late high school, I started studying film and as an actual subject. And we made films in high school. I moved on to college and studied film there, and I made films there, and it kind of reinforced the idea that that's what I wanted to do, which is why making YouTube videos has always been so hard, because it's just, my passion is almost in a different place, if you know what I mean. Not that I don't enjoy playing games or anything, of course I do, but I've been trying to think of a way that I can just take my YouTube channel and use it for something that I would truly be passionate about. Because that's the only way I'll be able to make content, is if I'm, deeply invested in what I'm doing. So that's what I intend to do. I intend to, my head's been bursting with ideas recently of films that I'd like to make, and I plan to make films. I plan to try and make as many as I can with the ideas that I have. Some will be hopefully pretty good, some will probably be terrible. And I plan to, first of all, make a massive sequel to The Return. It's already in production. I've got the script done, which I know is a bit much for a video that's essentially just screwing about in a field. After The Return 2 is done, I'm going to move on to more film related projects, and I do at the same time want to make a couple of videos here and there that are maybe, gameplay related. Like, I see no reason why, if I do enjoy gameplay videos, I can't put them up every now and again. But I think just every time I've made YouTube videos, I've set myself a schedule, because that's what most people say is the way to get big on YouTube: make good videos, which I've never done, and be consistent. Now, I always feel at being consistent with YouTube just because I lose my spark after a while, but I think that if I was to just make videos the way at the times I want to make them, I would be fine. I've got some videos coming up soon over the course of the next couple of weeks. I think I'm going to upload maybe once every couple of days films that I have made from earlier in life up until now. Maybe to just get them out there so that I can have like a digital space to put them in. I'm not sure if YouTube's maybe the best for that, maybe Vimeo would be, but either way I'm putting them on YouTube. And yeah, that was the journey from when I started YouTube in 2014 up until now. Why it's been so hard for me to just actually make YouTube videos, and where I want to go from here. But hopefully this will be me coming back to YouTube for the final time, because I don't have to, I shouldn't have to leave anymore. But at the same time, I'm here to do what I want to do, so it'll hopefully be a lot more of an entertaining ride, not only for me, but for anyone that's subscribed or shows up at some point in the future, because hopefully the content will be a lot better. But yeah, so unless I see you guys beforehand, I'll see you in The Return 2.